We're live.
Yay!
Yay.
This
All
is
fast reloaded. I like what you named it, Faith.
yeah, but so there was some bits of repetition, but the second bit was awesome. So it's March, Dan, and I. It's the Metplus install. They're trying to help me set up the Metplus project. And yeah. And go ahead and share my screen.
Yeah. So Daniel, real quick, you're sharing the file and
Yeah. So I I found it in a concern file, but I have no idea what it does. So display job applications and application type, I've got the first one. So yeah, it just picks it from the database, but I have no idea what this does. This application field.
I mean, I guess what I would suggest is to kind of like collate what you found and put it on the ticket. I guess you're not working on a ticket, are you? You're just kind of
No. I just I want to sort one column according to the applied at, and I don't know how to extract it from this data I have.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I guess I don't either, Daniel, and I would need more time to
all right.
you know.
No, I'm just maybe you saw something like that.
You can, you know, even if you're not working on a ticket, you can put it there on the channel and say, hey, João, can you clarify this for me? I'm on this file. I'm trying to do this, and then he can probably answer you, and that will be a lot faster than me trying to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Faith, what were you saying? Sorry.
I looks like I had something, but I'm not sure if
where you are at in the
yeah. I didn't even had this.
Oh, so you have seems like you have like actually cloned the.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So
I didn't know I was.
Do you have the get remote set up?
Let me just check. Yeah.
Nice. So then, have you pulled down the latest changes? I guess.
No.
You could button uninstall, but then
it will.
Upstream development.
I guess I'm checking out these failures. I should be checking out the build is what I should be doing.
So after that, what should I do next?
Bundle install without production.
Mm-hmm.
You got in the documentation this line.
Yeah, it's like hyphen, yeah.
Without production.
On top, yeah.
Without and then space production, I think, if I remember correctly.
And okay, so that's done. Oh yeah, so I'll stop sharing the screen.
Yeah. Do you need me to send it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess.
Oh, we don't need.
Sorry.
Do I need to set this up right now?
I think to run the test, to like run them, maybe to run them. I'm not sure exactly at what point you need to, but I'll just copy and it's easy for me to copy and paste it into your chat.
Sharing.
Yeah, thank you. So I sent it to Daniel the other day, and then for some reason it didn't seem like it was.
But I think I do have it.
Too.
Yeah, because I have that file. I see it on my.
Ah.
set up, so probably.
So you open it up and that's like all filled out and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll erase this. Cool. Awesome. So maybe you already are set up for the project.
Oh, so that's all I did. But I remember there was something failing
Yeah, that could be true.
sometime back.
Yeah, let's see.
DB create. Make first DB create.
Yeah, it's funny that they don't have that in the README.
Just create that as an issue.
Yeah, or we can actually, with the way it is with the you just put in an edit, you know, and that'll put in a
Yeah.
commit for it, you know.
Sure. Should we do it now or maybe not now?
Up to you.
Is there any other description I need to give, or just write it? I'll just. Okay, I don't need to. I see they've not described anything as well.
I think it's okay to just add it there. Yeah, it says update the database. So maybe you could add create and update the database or something.
Okay.
For that, like the step.
Okay. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Create and update the database. Create. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It seems like it.
Oh, write a small description. Oh, I'm allowed to make changes and a request. Interesting. I thought that should trigger a pull request.
Yeah, I thought it would do something like that. But apparently they have it set up to where anybody, or maybe you're part of the project, or
I don't know.
that's all right. What's the worst that could happen? People are just randomly editing what they don't like.
Oh, so already exists.
Yeah, because you ran it twice, no?
No, but this was, see here.
Oh yeah, because the test one already exists.
Oh, okay.
It might have, although when you ran it a second time, it like created the development one. Oh no, it said it already exists. Yeah, so. Yeah, this seating wasn't passing for me, but I don't know.
Me too. I think this is. Dan, was yours okay?
Yeah, apparently.
It failed a couple of times. I think I went through it, but I don't remember what I did.
Then
So there's the test we were working on is failing the build for a couple reasons that would be, if you're actually set up, would be easy for you to fix and push up.
okay.
So I guess like that. So running those, did you just run the Cucumber, or did you run RSpec as well?
Both.
So that's going to take a long time.
So this is.
Yeah.
What should I do?
I mean, I don't know. It depends. You know, if you want to see that through, then that'll be the end of our session, because that would take like an hour or longer.
I'm just.
You know, so you probably shouldn't be doing those at the same time as you're seeding, because like some of those will. Yeah,
will fail because both tests are using the database. In one might block the other sometimes.
Okay. So what should I do?
I would just
one.
Control C, you know, and
Oh,
run one at a time. But
so, like, what's next?
particularly,
What are we doing next? Because I was just doing this just for the sake.
so I was gonna suggest that I mean there's maybe not both of there's one failure that's on the build for that that branch that we were working on. So maybe you could fetch that branch from me, like set me up as a remote, fetch it, and then you could fix that at least one of those failing tests and then push it back up. And we can then we can just let the build do it, you know?
Okay.
Because then we can just forget about it and come back to it later on in life.
Remote add.
So this one here. Oh, okay. So the other one is failing because of what I think of because of what, sorry?
Is there a shortcut way of finding you? I always have to do this.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
What am
I mean, it's you can just kind of if you know what the one is for yours, for example, you can just change your username for my username.
Oh, I don't know.
Because it's always the same, except for the only thing that changes is the username. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I didn't know how the
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
the URL was. So I have you. So git fetch.
Yeah, get fetch Matt, and then and then you probably can just fetch all of them because I think I only have one branch there, maybe. Or
I do all.
no, just get fetch Matt. I think I don't know. Maybe it would work with all as well. So so all the tests so it only took 20 minutes for the unit test to pass in the semaphore.
Ooh.
And my seed are working okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
passed. It
I
passed.
think it wasn't working for me. I can test my theory, but I think it wasn't working for me because I was trying to upgrade to the Ruby version, and there's differences in the Ruby versions. You know.
Actually, the last time I tried to do the same thing and my tests are failing.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what I did to pass it as well on mine.
Yeah.
I installed 2.3, 2.3.
Yeah, that helps. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I guess at some point today, I was hoping to get to do the whole like upgrading to Rails 5 thing that I was working on. At least test it out and get to some error messages that are nice. We could work through, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time today. So now you're on that branch, or I mean I've had a look at what's failing. If you
But I've fetched
you fetched it, it should name
so
the
many
branch
that it
down. Yeah.
Why
Cool.
did you let me do this? So
Yes. So now you're there. Cool. So if you open up the code base,
I have
so it's on the admin. Well, I can give you the test that's failing if you want me to.
Yeah, I want to know what's failing before.
Yeah, let me give you the test that's failing, so or you can find it in CI if you want. We're not in there.
I'm here already.
Yeah, and then cool, nice.
Where do I?
So so that's showing that it failed. That's weird. I think I'm on a different build then. Because I have I think I need to refresh the page, maybe.
See here.
Yeah.
I have expected. Okay. The agency admin controller home. This is what you're saying.
No, that's not what I was seeing, but maybe I'm in the wrong place. So this is the pull request. Let me refresh the page. Oh, so I think I was on the wrong thing, maybe. Let me click on the semaphore. And this is build number 2. Then I click on that. Then I click on that. Yeah, so there's like some hound stuff that we can fix, like with trailing white spaces and like no spacing between the methods.
It's called hound. Huh?
Hound.
Hounds.
Yeah.
Hounds. Oh, it's hound CI.
Yeah.
I thought that was one word.
Houndsy.
Come here. I know. Oh my God.
Agency policy. Agency.
It's agency policy. Okay.
Yeah.
Agency.
Policy. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
The thing. Layout. Use empty lines between method. Oh my God. It even checks for this. This is so cool.
Yeah, it's nice, no?
Yeah.
There's that
That's
one.
the first one. Then trailing white space.
It doesn't really tell you where the trailing white space is. You have I wonder if RuboCop would, or you might actually code climate might tell you as well, no? Oh, there you go. Yes.
I have a plugin that tells me.
Ah, nice.
For the white spaces.
Yeah. Cheeky.
So that was the only thing here, right? Trailing white space decrease that. Then don't use parentheses around condition.
I think that might be in the same place, yeah.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
So they're saying
Don't use where around condition, it says.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what it meant.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Because I think
don't use parentheses around the condition of an unless. They make sense. This is the condition of the unless.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I could commit that first and say fix.
Okay, so if you're gonna commit, I should. Well, I guess like we could make this other change quickly, and then because it's gonna kick off the build again as well. I guess it's not a problem.
I'm just committing.
Oh, you're not pushing. You're committing. Duh.
So. Unless you want to object to the different thingy.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well push up to the CI as much as possible, right? Okay. So I'm curious that you're getting different. Yeah. So yeah, we have 7 R specs that they're failing as well. That you mentioned.
Have you heard? This is the first time I'm hearing about this hound.
I've heard of it, but it's maybe the first project I'm working on that uses hound. I mean, I feel like it's not to be confused with there's like hound that we use in Paranauts, for example, for like testing. It's like using X units or something. I'm not sure.
I don't think I'm supposed to push this, right?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we did it like that. Probably yes, but just to explain it to myself, there are these permissions folder policies, and in every controller you want to use the policy, you have to call it as well. Authorize, like now I understand it, but I'm not sure if we did it like this way.
Sorry.
I'm looking at other controllers that were using this policy gem. So you have to set it in the file, set what it should check, and you have to call it as well in every of the controllers, like here, authorize. So
Yeah,
we did it this way.
Well, we didn't do it that way because we extracted it into a method and then we called the method.
Mm-hmm. But so, basically, it works the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah. No. So Faith, I can send you the test since you pushed that to see if that will work. I can send you, like, if you run, I guess it's probably just fast for you to type it. If you do like bundle exec or whatever, cucumber features, and then
cucumber features,
and then agency _ admin, and then you can hit tab and it'll complete, I think. Oh no, dot feature. Okay. So if you run that, there's I expect that there will be 2 failures. One on line 162 and one on line 250.
Okay.
Maybe if you go while you're waiting for that to fail, if you can go there and look at the test that starts on line 162, and maybe you can figure out why it's going to fail.
So scenario edit.
It's kind of long, I guess. So.
I click on agency product link. Then I click on agency personnel.
So if you scroll, actually, if you look at them, because what we changed was testing the job something, right? Job development, no, job description, job. Oh, so, yeah, already. Oh, that's weird. That's not what. Oh no, don't. Oh, did that run the whole test?
Yeah, of that whole file.
Right. Does that make sense to you?
So could not find an exit sheet on your path. Given that I'm on the here page, could not find. Clever dependency not found.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You know what Phantom.js is?
I am not so sure, but I know it has something to do with testing.
Yes.
That's all I know.
It's deprecated as well. And I have a ticket to move away from it to headless Chrome, but it's like it's a driver like you well, it's for tests, and it's a driver that does like pretends like it's a browser.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason it's deprecated is now that Google is doing headless
Chrome.
It like does it like a browser, but like a headless browser. So but I think it says on your path, so maybe you could say which Phantom.js. I'm not sure.
I probably don't.
One word. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have it.
So it seems like maybe to run the tests that rely on JavaScript, or some of the tests that rely on JavaScript, you'd need to install Phantom.js on macOS.
Okay.
So my seeding worked on 2.3.3. So yeah, we've kind of been able to, I think, maybe definitively show that it had more to do with it had to do with the Ruby 2.4.4, which is another challenge that we're going to need to work through, guys, because I guess do you know of Joseph's whereabouts, Faith? Are you like keeping track of his hithertos and Or not?
We're no longer sitting in the same floor, but
Oh, okay.
he has probably forgotten about it if he has not spoken.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you tried pinging him?
Let me just see if he hasn't responded.
Yeah.
I'll just say a message. Hey, that's if.
Kubernetes. Yeah. What are you saying? The issues I was seeing on semaphore are different from what you're seeing.
I think, well, go to the cucumber because the unit test looks similar. But if you go to the cucumber ones,
So coverage.
Okay, it's gym time for me.
yeah.
Oh,
No.
nice.
What do you?
What's your routine today?
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry?
What's your routine today?
Yeah, I start work at 8 o'clock, and 2 hours earlier, I drive to gym, spend there 1 hour around, and yeah, then go to work.
Do you know in advance what workout type you're going to do?
You mean at work?
No, like working out, like the routine. What you're going to
I do every day the same. So I'm, no heavy lifting, just yeah, moving. So I don't get any, bigger than I am.
Okay. Do you have an instructor?
No. I have a phone and watch Netflix videos. Because that's the only place where I get time.
Okay.
So you're going to the gym at work?
No. Before work.
Oh, okay. I think she was asking if you have an instructor at the gym, like someone that.
No. I just doing it myself. No mentorship.
Did you see there on the random channel? Sam posted about a podcast that looks really. I started listening to it, but I don't know if you like to listen to what you like to listen to when you work out. But yeah,
Code greater than code. This one.
This.
Yeah, tech done right. Yeah, this looks really nice.
Meeting and inclusion. Is this the one Sam posted today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started listening to that
today, right?
Yeah.
I listened to Syntax. I don't know if you heard about Wes Bos. He's a
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah, so he has a very nice podcast.
Yeah.
And he's quite funny, and you can learn a bit from him about JavaScript.
Ah, nice. We're about to do some pairing in JavaScript.
Yeah, if it's not React, then I'm lost inside JavaScript files. In React, I feel fluent, but otherwise, I don't have no idea what's going on. So anyway, see you sometime.
Yeah, see you soon. Yeah, if not today, then tomorrow.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Okay, safe journey.
So I sent a message to
Joseph.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if you knew about this, that no available formula for Phantom.js. It was migrated from Homebrew Core to Homebrew Cask.
Yeah, I saw this before. You just need to do that. You need to run that brew install, or maybe you already did that. Yeah. We saw that with well, I don't know if you were there for when we saw that with
No.
with Champion 1.
Oh no.
So you're still at work?
Yeah, I'm still at work. Because if I go home, I figured I might have a million excuse not to join any call.
Yeah, I hear that. Start being, my internet's not so good, and this and that.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I don't have internet. I didn't pay for internet this month, so I was using work internet, and there was a high chance it was going to be slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah. So in the so you nice. Yeah, there we go.
this is better. So I should not see admin. Expected not to find admin in Metplus home. So we introduced this. Is that the case?
No, so this was an existing test that was already written, right?
No, I'm saying like we
Oh.
have enabled we've made the possibility of somebody seeing an admin possible.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, okay.
So this person,
And
if you
sorry, if I
okay.
I wanted to
Okay.
ask, who is this person?
Yeah, I was just going to suggest that you go to that back to the that test and have a poke around and see if you can. Do you know where that person is created?
Where this person is created in the controller. That's where they should be created.
Well, remember that we're in like the test environment, right?
Okay.
So like ultimately, it probably will hit one of the controllers.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you scroll up to the top of the page, we have the background where we're gonna like in this case see the data added to the database and log in as the and then the second part you don't really need to worry about. But that first part is you get like what's gonna seed the data to the test database that you can test against.
So the seed data at the moment, okay, is the issue.
Yeah. Well, so one way you could try to find the answer to your question is you could like copy that email from your terminal and do a global search or if you want to do like a search on that page first to try to see if there's any places on that page. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see that person here. This is Zoriba.
Yeah. So the following agency, So the following agency people exist. And then it's creating like a person named John Smith, a person named Jane Jones, and a person named Mike Check.
Yeah.
And you see the different roles they have.
Oh, yeah. So this is agency what? I have forgotten.
Admin.
Agency admin. I've forgotten who that was. This is developer. Is it developer?
Yep. It's job developer.
Oh, job developer.
So like
job developer. This is
some case manager.
Okay. What is a case manager? Sorry, I probably think this was answered in the.
No, I don't know that it was like a case. I think a case manager is like I mean it sounds funny, but it's like someone who manages the case.
Okay.
But like then I guess like you could be like, well, what's considered a case? Like so I think the way it works is like you have the agency and you have like I think each job seeker maybe is assigned a case manager to handle their specific case.
Okay.
Like think about like a case can mean different things in different contexts, right? Like a case, if you're talking about like in some like cop show, it can be like a murder case, or it can be like something that needs to be solved, or like if you think about like Sherlock Holmes, the case of the missing whatever, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
So that would that could be a case. But in this context, I think it's like, you know, they treat each person seeking a job as a case, maybe. That's why, like, when we, or yeah, or I'm not sure, or it's like, because when we were creating the job developer, we saw that to log in, I think it was to log in as a was it to log in as a job developer, you had to have like a case manager, like even if it's the default case manager.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if that really answers your question so well, because I don't know exactly the context that they're using in this program, but like if I look at, yeah, I guess you can't see my screen, or can you see my screen? Oh, I'm trying to click on your. You're like looking at my screen, and I'm like trying to click on your the share button that's on your screen instead of the share button on my screen. So like you can look for case manager, right? And then like they have different case managers in the description of what they do, like how much they earn. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I can look at like description. Job description. Accomplishes clients' care by assessing treatment needs, developing, monitoring, and evaluating treatment plans, facilitating interdisciplinary approaches, monitoring staff performance. So that's like probably at a place that's like a hospital or something like that. Helps people manage their healthcare and social service. Yeah. Something like that.
Okay.
So does that make sense to you, like why this test would be failing?
So this is yeah, this is a job developer.
Mm-hmm.
And they've signed in, and I think where we have the name icon on the website, that's why I would see the description of the place you are editing as the admin dropdown is
Mm-hmm.
what somebody should not see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the task you're working on enables them to see, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like by getting our test to pass, we
And
had like, what's that? Sorry.
I was completing your sentence. Our test passing will mean this will fail.
Yeah, exactly. So what seems like a logical thing to do to remedy the situation?
Is that I should say
Could do that. Yeah. I mean, that's the easiest thing we could do, right? Is just change it to should see. But I mean, would that make sense to test for that here?
yeah, let me see that.
Like, you know how early what's that?
Yeah, I think I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't make I don't see the problem with it being here. Like I don't see an issue with that test being in this file.
So what's the line that this starts on? Oh, okay, so you can see there, like they have a comment there that's like non-admin does not see.
Admin in menu. Oh, okay. What's the issue again we're working on?
What's the feature file name, or
Yeah,
what's
the
the
issue, like the issue that we started working on today.
the number, you mean?
No, the
Oh,
description.
it's like the join the job developer. I can't remember the exact name of it.
But
It's at the if you go to the feature file is at like admin admin access job properties is the name of it.
oh, this is what we were doing today.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then a job developer is an admin.
Well, not really. No, it's if you go back to that the comment on that other page, the agency admin feature, it says a non-admin does
Yeah.
not see the admin.
But from this looks like, this makes me believe that this is an admin because you're saying admin access job properties.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. So I guess there's like there's roles and then there's like authorization. So like there's a role called agency admin, which has like the admin that has the authorization to do all the administration tasks, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that for a fact that it's all, but has the ability to do most, if not all, of the administration tasks that are related to this site. And then you have, so that's a role with those authorizations. And then you have a role of a job developer who we are wanting to give some admin privileges to. So like with the specifically, we want to give the admin privilege to be able to do that. Yeah. Just
Okay.
edit the job properties. So I guess here, like it's saying non-admin. So it's like, that's talking about the role, does not see the.
But
But it's.
Sorry.
I was just going to say that, like, so there's more than like in this particular file, for example, there's 3 different roles defined, right? So one of those roles we're testing with all these things that the AA can do everything. The other one, CM, I'm not sure if we're testing for, and I'm not sure why it's even there. We'd have to like look around and see if we can find where that's being used, if at all. And then we have like the third one, which is our JD, which may or may not be used in lots of different places. Okay, so it looks like it is used in lots of different places. Yeah, so that's used in lots of different places, huh?
Not lots, like 3 places.
Oh, okay, just those 3 at the bottom. Oh, you're looking at the CM. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So the case manager is used in those 3 places, and the mic at Metplus is used in those 3 plus that 1.
5 places, yeah. So 1, that's 1, yeah.
Yep. So that's the one we're talking about,
Yeah.
whether it's or not. And then you have those 3, and then you have the one that's actually creating it. So I guess like you have a couple different options. You could change it to I should see admin, but then that would be not testing what you that would be the person who wrote this is Patrick, is specifically trying to test that the non-admin does not see the admin in the menu. And so yeah, if you wouldn't maybe you wouldn't want to change it to be an affirmation. The other thing is that you notice like from line 191 to 194, those 4 lines, like those look pretty similar to what we have on our test, don't they?
It's really hard
Like giving them on the home page, and then 22 we have given them on the home page. So like 34 and
yeah, so given them on the home page.
Yeah,
and
I log in.
True.
So that's the same except for the email, but that's because
yeah.
Right. So we're kind of, if we were to say like, yeah, the easiest thing is to just remove the not, then we'd be kind of like doing what you were talking about earlier, where we're like testing, we have the same code in different places.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be one reason I would be against like, so like what I was thinking maybe is like just erase that whole test, because we're testing for it in a different place. Like we're actually testing that they can see now because we want them to see, but then maybe that's not a good idea either, because actually what the person, Patrick, what he wants to test for is that that users who are not admin don't have admin privileges.
Yeah, and this is not what we want with our current implementation.
No, but I guess then the question that I have is, are there any users that we're creating on this page who don't have admin privileges?
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe, because I don't think so. Okay, if this test should give us all the information we need, then, but the fact that here he's testing non-admin people and you only have JD as the person he's referring to, then it means there's only one non-admin.
Yeah, I mean, potentially the person who wrote this test didn't feel the need to test, like, all the users who don't have. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean. But do you know a quick way we can test the theory?
Yeah, to sign in with at the product staging as different users. I don't know if that's a quick way, but that's how I do it.
Do something to staging. Yeah, that would be. I mean, going and visiting the browser on staging would be definitely a way of testing it, but it would be outside of like the test suite. So I was thinking like inside this test suite, how would we?
Oh, so I could do this for all these people. We only have 3 people.
Yeah,
or we have more than 3 people.
I mean, it looks like to me that we only have 3 agency people. We might have more people that are like non-agency people, but
By agency people, what do you mean?
People who work for the agency. So there's like job seekers, the people who are looking for jobs. Okay. And then you have like people who are working at the agency to try to help them get jobs. So I'm not sure if on this page we're creating people who are job seekers or not. Probably not, but because it's like called agency admin, but it could be, I don't know. But what we do know is that we have, there's like Jane Jones. I don't know, like maybe they're, well, Jane Jones is the CM, yeah. So maybe there are other people, but the point is like the idea is that we think that the agency admin we're testing in various different places here, that person should have access to that agency dropdown. And now we've just written some implementation that gives the JD access, and we know that kind of works so far because we have passing tests, and also we have this test that's failing, so that just leaves one person,
which is us.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. We could, and maybe this person has access as well, and then that'll give us more information.
So I could just do this.
Yep, exactly.
And I can leave it as not C and see if it fails. Is there a way I can run that line?
Just that one. No, I think you need to run the whole scenario, you know.
Like,
Like,
yeah, 162.
which is, you know, a reason that it's kind of nice to maybe break it into. I mean, you could make the argument that it could be refactored so that you could like actually all those places that they put comments just make new scenarios, right?
Ah, I didn't think about that, but makes sense.
Because like if you need to put a comment, then that's kind of maybe a good place to.
So
Right.
it means they are saying.
Yep. I mean, assuming you save the file and I mean, is that? I'm assuming you saved the file. Did you not save the file?
It saves.
It's auto saves. So it seems like that person also has admin privileges, right?
Yeah.
And Joseph is sending us a message. So I would lean towards getting started on that. I mean, I guess to get the test passing, I'm not sure. I mean, what makes sense to you in this case? Like if we've said that yeah, so the case manager does have access to those buttons, right? Because we can see there they have the agency and partner companies, and I guess if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the other button that they can click on.
Where?
No, for the case manager. I think you were just there. Up.
Huh?
I think case manager. There. Case manager. So the case
Line?
manager, you see
Line?
they can click on agency and partner companies.
Line 199.
13.
So line
213.
313.
Yeah.
313.
No, 213.
Okay.
Just
Right,
there.
yeah.
212 it says case manager. And then it says I click on agency and partner companies. So that leads me to believe that was that button that we think only admins have access to. Although I don't know, I don't see them clicking on the job stuff. But yeah, I mean, it seems like maybe that the case manager also has assign a job seeker to an agency person. They have. Yeah, I mean, I guess all of them have. Yeah, I guess all of them have some sort of admin privileges. It's just which admin privileges they have, I guess. So I click on the admin link. I'm not sure.
This is job developer.
Yeah, I saw that. So, and I don't know where this admin link comes from because, yeah, I mean, I thought they didn't have access to see the admin link. That's why we were developing a feature for it. So, I mean, we could try to dive in more, but I guess like I'm gonna go work on Briar stuff, and hoping you will join us. I did get your message about getting set up, and I talked to my buddy, and there's some ways we can do it. Like
before we go there, we're done with this, right?
well, I guess you could check and see if that's changed the hound stuff because you pushed up, didn't you?
No, I haven't.
Oh no, okay, so never mind. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I mean, you could push up since that will make a difference, and
okay,
and then that would show you're in the commit history, and then we don't have to redo what the changes you already made, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Cool.
Then let me just push this. I will stop the broadcast.
Cool.
Good night, viewers.